I've been really busy over the past few months and I haven't drawn a lot, and now I have some time on me and I want to draw so bad. And I want to jump right into making the most beautiful painting, but I have to recognize that I need a warm-up. So I thought I would film this part. I'm going to think of what I should do as a warm-up and then film the warm-up so you can maybe learn something or do it with me, whatever. So yeah, let's start with exercise 1. First off, I get myself some tea. I got myself a book and I'm going to just open a random page and then draw a bird in 5 different ways. So you can draw with me if you'd like. I think this is this bird, so I'm going to draw that bird however I would like to. And I want to see what I can do with some of my reds and oranges. So I have that color pot here. Now let's draw something. Let's draw this bird. We start off with some orange. And it's all about being not too, how do you say, too precious with it. I like this orange a lot. Picking another orange. So, okay. I am not sure if I like this, but hey, grabbing another color to outline the bird. So, this is definitely not my best stuff. I use a dark color. To do the leaf. Just roughly sketching the bird. Nothing pretty. Only trying to make it. See if I know what I'm doing. An eyelid. The legs. I said I wanted 5 different ways to draw this. So this is the first way. Getting in the navel, the beak. So drawing in the face here. Not my best bird. And then we also have a more greenish color here. Of course the colors don't match, but as I said, I wanted to use only this spot, so limiting myself in that way. Now I want to use this one, and I'm only going to use this pencil, and I'm going to draw the bird again. Maybe a bit smaller. Only looking at this one. Looking at the lines of the bird, where the eye sits. Looking at the lines. And then I can do again the wing. There's also some details, and then I have 2 feet. Don't really see them. Putting in some texture. Just interpreting the bird very roughly. So that is the second bird that I'm going to do. Now I'm only going to use this red color. Make sure that you see it. So this will be my third attempt, and this time I'm going to draw it again, but I'm going to not how you say, I'm going to not leave the page with my marker. I'm using a jumbo bow, drawing the bird like this, and I'm not allowed to leave the page, which is quite hard for me. And it's important to note that this warming up, I don't do it to create something beautiful, but I do it to make my so sort of break the ice. So that's the first reason why I do it, but it's also to make my hand feel comfortable with creating stuff on the page, so I can be more freely once I go and do the real stuff. So here the eye, sorry, I left the page a bit, but it's because of the middle part. I think I want to put a bit more detail in the leaf. I want to overline this one, and I want to make this part a bit longer, so I'm just going to do like that so it moves out of the page. Thinking I shouldn't think so much, and I'm going to do this part and also here. So I have 3 birds. This is the first bird, not really having a rule, just being quick, trying to be quick with this one. You can also set a timer, but I'm using my phone to film, so it's not handy for me to use a timer in this way. But then the second thing I did was just using a multicolored pencil and being quick about it. And then this one, I tried it again, but then using a marker and not leaving the page. So now I'm thinking about my 4th drawing of the bird. I'm going to stick to the bird for this warming up. You can use anything that you have in the house, any book. I like to buy these kind of books at the thrift store and then use it to draw from. I also have, for instance, books about plants, so whatever you'd like. I think for this one, I'm going to use a marker again. I'm going to use orange because I like orange, and I'm going to do it with my left hand. I draw with right, I write with my right hand, but for this exercise, I'm going to try and draw the bird with my left hand to break the ice. So this feels so uncomfortable. Okay, drawing the bird. And it's a sketchbook, so I can now lift my hand from the page. It's a sketchbook, so for me it doesn't really matter if it's pretty or not. I'm not going to hang it on the wall or give it to anyone, so it's just for me. So you don't have to be precious about making something that looks nice. I'm not going to judge, and if you don't want anyone to see, just keep it in your book. But it's part of the journey to make stuff that is not so beautiful. And you actually see things that you may when you start experimenting like this, you will do stuff that you wouldn't do when you didn't do like this. So now I made the feet quite big and I actually really like that effect. So maybe if I'm going to do another bird, I'm going to do extra large feet just to have a bit of fun with it. Think this is good enough for me. Maybe some coloring here. So yes. And I said I wanted to do 5 exercises, so let me get a sip of my tea. I'm thinking of doing the last exercise. I want to do something quite easy to break it in. I have a range of materials, so I can do whatever I would like. And I think for this exercise I'm going to use watercolor. So let me get this out of the way and let me get my watercolor, because I want to draw with watercolors today. So I think it will help me to break it in. So I'm going to the next page in my book. And this warming up exercise, I'm using these watercolors by Choosing Keeping. It's a London brand, and these are Gansai Tambay paints. I'm going to put them right there using a limited colors. Again, doing the bird. Getting my brush. I'm going to use a medium-sized brush by Roman Schmal. This is my all-time favorite brush to use. Wetting it. And again, I'm going to make this bird. And what I want to do is, it can really be fun to first make the, when you learn art at school, you normally learn how to draw between the lines. My recommendation is to sometimes turn it around and first draw the inside and then the outline. So that's what we're going to do. I think I have beautiful colors here. Going to start off with the belly of the bird. So I think it goes like this. These colors match really nice. Seriously, it's a beautiful color. The only downside to this is that you cannot work as quickly as you'd maybe like, because you have to wait a bit to let it dry. Then we have this brown part. Then I'm going to use this stunning blue color for the top of the bird. Then I'm using the dark indigo kind of color for the leaves. Like so. This. Then also for the outside. And then I'm going to use again the blue color to finish this part. This color is so beautiful. Then maybe put some of the yellow here for some fun effects. This is what you can do with watercolor. It's a very very experimental medium. And then I'm going to put in the feet, making them extra large because I thought that would be fun. And then also the beak, one detail that we shouldn't forget. So this is the bird, the warming up of a bird. And I'm going to wait a bit, and then I'm going to use one colored pencil and then finish it off. I did some outlines with some pencils, and this is definitely not my best work. All of the birds are quite messy and imperfect, but yeah, I had a fun warming up exercise. You can do this with any image just do some quick drawings, get it out of the way, and it will help you to go from this to more focused work or whatever. But it really helped me to get the ball rolling and get out of my anxiousness to draw. So I'm excited what I'm going to create now, but I'm going to do that off camera. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of video, a video about a warming up. It's a bit of a shorter one. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you would like, you can subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!